Welcome all of you. Myself, Mr. Satish Aware, Assistant Professor from NBN Sinhagad College of Engineering, Solapur, in Civil Engineering Department. Now, in this lecture, we are going to study about the simulation techniques numericals. Means numericals comes under the simulation technique. Okay. In this session, we cover two types of numericals. Uh, if you learn this concept properly, you can apply this concept for the different kinds of numericals under such topic. Okay, now let's see the first numerical. Example number 1: a bakery keeps stock of a popular brand of a cake. Daily demand based on the past experience is given below. Means they record the past experience of few days, and from this experience they comes to the conclusion of daily demands and probability of selling this particular amount of that cup cake. Okay, of that cake. What is the daily demand? Probability of selling out zero cakes per day is a 0.01. 15 cake selling probability is 0.15. 25 cakes selling probability is 0.2. Means how much daily demand was there, and according to that daily demand we have given the probability, and the summation of probability is always 1. We already know that. Okay, summation of probability is always 1.0, means 1. Means for example, suppose the recording past 100 days. From these 100 days they have one day of selling no any cakes. In this 100 day, 15 days they selling the 15 uh, cakes. 20 days they selling the 25 cakes. 50 days they selling the 35 cakes. 12 days they selling the 45 cakes, and 2 days only they selling the 50 cakes from these past days. Okay, now consider the following sequence of random numbers. They given the random numbers. Okay, 40, 48, 78, 09, 51, 56, 77, 15, 14, 68 and 09. How much they random number given? 10 random numbers they given. Now we comes to the point, what is random numbers? Random numbers, what is random numbers? It is the numbers generated from the random number generated devices. There are different types of devices under which we generate the random numbers. Okay, that is a rolling circle, or rolling arrow, rolling disc. Okay, or for example dice throw. In the games, in the Ludo games, we know that we throwing the dice and randomly numbers are generated. Such types of methods are using here, and from this method they generate the random numbers. In example, the given maybe gives the random number, or we have to generate the random numbers by randomly. We assume to random numbers randomly from 0 to 99. What is its range? 0 to 99. Okay, now the question is, one, using the sequence simulate the demand of the next 10 days. Means here 10 random numbers are generated. According to these 10 numbers we have to simulate the model or simulate the demand for the next 10 days. Means upcoming 10 days what is our demand going to be. Okay, according to this probability, here is a probability concept. No answer is sure shot, or no outcome is fixed and certain. Here is probability, means decision under risk. We have to make the model and find out the outcomes according to the probability. Now second question is, find the stock situation if the owner of the bakery decides to make 35 cakes per day. Means they making 35 cakes at every day, and according to these 35 cakes and according to the demand of the day simulated by these 10 random numbers, how much stock remain in the our bakery, we have to calculate. These two questions are comes under the one question. Okay, also estimate the daily average demand if the cakes on the basis of simulated data. Now we have to make the simulation model. Example solution. Solution of this data is solution of this given numerical is the simulated demand of the cakes for the next 10 days can be obtained from table below. Okay, now we have to prepare the table, and what indicates this table? This indicates allocation of random numbers of demand cakes. Okay, we have to generate the random numbers. Now what is the demand? Demand is already given in the question: 0 cakes, 15 cakes, 25 cakes, 35 cakes, 45 cakes and 50 cakes, which are already given in question. Okay, now we use this daily demand, this probability, and further calculations we are going to do here. Okay, so demand, first column is demand, second column is probability. First column is demand, second column is probability, third column is cumulative probability. What is cumulative probability? It is a summation. Okay, 0.01, it is the this 0.01 directly reflected here. Okay, now this is 0.01 plus 15, it is 0.16. 0.16 plus 20, it is a 0.36. 0.36 plus 15, it is a 0.86, and likewise. And final cumulative accumulation is 1.0. That is the total sum of all given probability. Okay. Now random number intervals. Now from this probability we have to decide the random numbers intervals. We are going step by step according to the Monte Carlo simulation. In this Monte Carlo simulations, they says the stepwise procedure of solving such kinds of problems or creating the simulation model of such kinds of situations. Okay, this is the one step of the Monte Carlo simulation. Now fourth column is random interval. How we decide the random interval? According to the cumulative probability, we have to decide the random interval. Okay, in the cumulative probability, what is cumulative probability of first demand? It is a 0.01. Means if we consider the 100 points, here we are making the 100 parts of total probability given, and these 100 parts we have to classify each part, or we have to break down each part according to their cumulative probability. Let's see how the random numbers intervals are created. Okay, here is 0.01, means 1% of the 1. Okay, 1% of the 1 means we have to allocate one number for this interval, that is starting from 00. Okay, we have to provide the interval from 0 to 99. Okay, means total 100 numbers are there, and we have to break down or allocate these 100 numbers. Okay, it is a numbers to the given cumulative probability. Okay, here is only one, means 0.01 means 1%. Okay, into 100, what it comes, 0.01 into 100, it is 1%, and 1%, that's why we give the 0 number to this first demand. Okay, now 0.16, here is cumulative 0.16, means how much remaining? Okay, 0.1 to 1 to 15, how much numbers comes here? 1 to 15, 15 numbers are coming there. We allocate already 0 number to above cell, then remaining is 1 to 15, means here is 15 probability, 0.15 probability, and according to 0.15 probability we have to cover 15 numbers here, and according to this cumulative probability 0.16, that is 60 numbers, one number we already allocated for the above cells, and remaining 15 numbers we allocated for the second row. Now third. Okay, now cumulative is 36. Basically for the short method, we generally, how to give the random numbers, we generally subtract the percentage of cumulative probability minus 1. Okay, means here is 1%, 1 minus 1 is 0. Here is 16%, 16 minus 1 is 15, from 1 to 50. Here is 36%, that is 36 minus 1 is a 35. And how it 16 comes? That is already 15 numbers are allocated here, hence we started from 16. Okay. Similarly, similarly, here is 86%, means 86 minus 1 is 85, and starting from 36. Why? 35 already we allocate 35 numbers to above cells. Okay, that's why. Similarly, here is 98. 98 minus 1, 97, and 97 2. How much? 85 is already allocated here, means starting from 86 to 97. Similarly, next amount is 98 and 99. Here is 2%. Okay, 2%, and here is cumulative probability is 100%. 100% minus 1, 99, and two numbers are there, 98 and 99. Means how much the probability is here, that's number, that numbers are allocated, or we have to give the random number intervals. Similarly, here is a 15%, means 15 numbers we are allocating here according to the sequence provided. Okay, are you getting this? Now next, random number fitted. Now we have to fit the random numbers. Sometimes in example random numbers are already given, or sometimes we have to generate, assume. We have to assume any 10 random numbers. There is no any relation, that is previous number is that much, now next number is must be that much. There is no any relation, they are generated randomly. Okay, in question we have given the 10 random numbers. Okay, 48, 78, 09, 51. According to these random numbers, we have to place according to their range. Okay, means 48 where we have to place? We have to place below the 50. Okay, similarly, how 78 place, how 9 place? Let's see in the question. Okay, now 09 we place to the second demand, that is it comes under 1 to 15. Similarly, 15 comes under 1 to 15, 14 comes under, and 9 comes under this range. That's why the given random numbers we fitted here. Similarly, 48, 78, 51 and 56 comes under 36 to 85 in this particular range, and two numbers only 77, 68 comes under this particular range we decided at the random number interval. Okay, we fitted the all given random numbers, and according to that we prepare the next table. Okay, day 1 to day 10. Okay, day 1 to day 10. Now what is the demand? What is the demand of first day? This 35 amount, how we calculate? Because of first figure given, according to the random number, first figure given is 48, and 48 is comes under the 35 demand. That's why the demand of first day is 35. Now second given figure is 78. Now where is 78 comes? 78 comes in this figure. 78 comes 36 to 85. Okay, that's why its demand is 35. Okay, now demand of next day is 35. Now demand of third day is 15. Okay, and that's why we calculate the remaining demand. Here is by printing mistake 77 and 68 are given, and we have to give the range, in the range of third demand, that is 35. 77 and 68 is also comes here. By mistake we are mentioning here. Please make this correction. This 77 and 66 comes under this 35 demand. Okay, it is a mistake in calculation. Now how the third day our demand is 15, how we will simulate? Because of third figure or third random number given in question is 09, and this 09 lies between the range 1 to 15, and its demand is, daily demand is 15 cakes. Okay, that's why according to the given random numbers, we according to the given 10 random numbers, we daily classify or allocate these random numbers according to their range, and according to particular range we decide the how much demand of that day included. Okay, that's why our demand is 35, 35, 15, 35, 35, 35, 15, 15, 35, and last one is 15. Okay, this is our demand, and we simulate from this range given random numbers. Now, number of cakes made, that is 35 cakes we have made in our bakery, which is already given in question. Okay, that is also estimate the daily average demand of the cakes on the basis of, sorry, we have to estimate this, and here is given, find the stock situation if owners of the bakery decides to make 35 cakes per day. They given in question 35 cakes per day are given, that's why our third columns all elements are 35 cakes per day. Okay, now what is the stock? Means after manufacturing and after the demand, what stock will be remain? Means 35 minus 35 is 0. 35 minus 35 is 0, means number of cake made minus demand, it becomes a stock. Now 35 minus 15 is 20. Our stock is 20 cakes. Means according to the days our stock will be going to stock going to increase. Means sometimes it may be 0. Similarly here is but we are calculating the stock according to the accumulation. Means if some days demand is more, some days demand is more, and number of cakes made are fixed at 35. If demand is more, our stock going to reduce, but here in all cases our stock going to increase. Means 35 minus 35 is 0, 35 minus 35 is 0, 35 minus 15 is 20, 35 minus 35 is 0, but previously 20 demands remains 20. Similarly 35 minus 35 is 0, but previous demand remains in stock 20 cakes in stock. Similarly here 35 minus 15 is 20, but previously 20 cakes plus this 20 cakes becomes a 40 cakes in stock, and according to that our stock going to increase, and at the last day, that the 10th day, our stock going to 80 cakes in our bakery in stock situation. This is the simulation. This is not any exact figure, not a certain solution. It is the simulation, and we have to going to calculate according to this rule, that is Monte Carlo simulation theory. Now what is the average daily demand? That is the total demand. We have to calculate this total demand, summation of these all values according to the random numbers. We sum all these values and divide by 10 because of 10 days here. If they ask calculate for the 15 days and they given the 15 random numbers, we have to divide by 15. Okay, how much days we have to calculate it. Now this summation becomes 270 and number of days becomes 10. This 270 upon 10 is 27 cakes. Means our daily demand is 27 cakes according to this simulation theory and according to this type of solution. Okay, if any queries in this numericals, then ask in the comments. If you like this video, or if you get the understand this concept through this video, then give the like to this video. Okay, now this is the second example in this video, in this lecture. This is slightly different, but basic concept is how the random numbers we generate, how the random numbers are allocated, and according to that we try to calculate our solution. Okay, now example number 2. The occurrence of rain in a city on a day is depends upon whether or not it rained on a previous day. Means if previous day was rained, then next day is rain or not rain. According to this concept, according to this recorded data, they calculated the rain distribution probabilities. Okay, if now they given the two tables in our question. Okay, then what is the meaning of this table? The first table is if it rained on the previous day, the rain distribution is given by, means in a week 1 day, 2 day, 3 day. Okay, in a week 1, 2, 3, 4, just example 4 days are there. If the rain in first day, then the probability of rain in second day is given. Okay, if the rain is third day, let's try to understand. If the rain in previous day, then the probability of rain on next day is given in this table number 1. It is rained on the previous day, the rain distribution is given. Okay, events means how much rain will occur here, it comes here. Okay, event and probability. No rain. From the past data, if the previous day is rain, then chances of no rain on next day is 50%. 1 centimeter rain chances is 25%. 2 centimeter rainfall is chances having 15% chances, that is 0.15. 3 centimeter rainfalls chances are 5%. 4 centimeter rainfall chances and 5 centimeter rainfall chances. If and only if the previous day was rained. If and only if the previous day was rained. And if previous day was not rained, then chances of raining from the previous data is given in table number 2. That is, if it did not rain the previous day, the rain distribution is given by event and probability. Now here is we have to observe the particular concept, that is 4 centimeter and 5 centimeter is absent here. Means no any days directly 4 centimeter rainfall comes or directly 5 centimeter rainfall comes. If and only if previous day has some rain, then and only then the next day has the rainfall of 4 centimeter and 5 centimeter according to the previous table. And second table gives, if it did not rain on the previous day, the rain distribution is given. Okay, similarly, as we know, the summation of probability is 1.0 in all cases. Here is also chances of no rain is 75%, 1 centimeter rainfall is 15%, 2 centimeter rainfall is 6%, and 3 centimeter rainfall is 4% chances. And if you sum the all probabilities, it obviously comes 1.0. Now come on the question, simulate the city's weather. We have to forecast the weather for next 10 days. What is the question? Simulate the city's weather for next 10 days. Determine by simulation the total days without rain as well as the rainfall during the period. Use the random number generation. Here is we have to use the random number generation. Assume that for the first day of the simulation is had not rainfall on the day before. Means if we start the simulation on this concept, on this given data, then we have to assume the first day of the simulation was no any rainfall on the previous day. We have to assume this concept. We have to assume this assumption and go for the calculation. Now here is also same concept comes, use the random number generation. Means how we generate the random numbers, how we decide the random numbers. As we already discussed, there is a different methods of generating random numbers, that is a rolling dice, rolling a disc, okay, rolling arrow, or dice throw, or in computer there is a random number generation function is available in Excel. Okay, there are different methods of random number generation. Now we generate the random number as a assuming a random numbers in our what it comes in our mind 0 to 99. Okay, now go to the solution. Comes to the solution. It is rained on the previous day. The rain distribution and the random number allocations are given below. We have to prepare the two tables. And first table if the rainfall on previous day, and second table is if no rainfall on the previous day. Okay. Now events already given, probability is already given, cumulative probability we have to calculate. Means first table two columns are as it is, third columns we have to add, and this column was the cumulative probability. This is third column was the cumulative probability. Means 15 as it is, this 50 plus 25 it becomes 70, 75. Okay, same. This 90 plus 50 becomes this 90 plus 5 this 90 plus 5 becomes 95, this 95 plus 3 becomes 98. That's why a total cumulative probability is always 1, means 100%. Now to allocate the random numbers interval, as we already discussed, if a cumulative probability is 50%, then 50 minus 1 is 49. Okay, and starting from the 0 to 49, total numbers are 50. 50 numbers we allocate for the first event. Now here is cumulative probability 75, sorry, 0.75 means 75%. 75% minus 1 is 74. Already we 49 numbers given. Now starting from the 50 to 74. Okay, now third cumulative probability is 90. 90 minus 1 is 89. Now 75 to 89. Total numbers are 75 to 89. Now here is 95. 95 minus 1 is 94, and starting from the 90. 90 to 94. Similarly, fourth event, cumulative probability is 98. 98 minus 1, 94, 97, and this 95 becomes here 95 to 97. Total numbers are 3, 95, 96, and 97. 3 numbers means 3 probability, 3% probability means 0.03. And finally, cumulative probability is 100, and obviously end of the random number interval are 99, start of the random number interval are 0, and here is 2% probability means 2 numbers are there, 98 and 99. On the same basis, we have to prepare the table number 2, and their condition is if did not rain on the previous day, then what is the probability of different events, what is the random number allocations to the different events. Now event probability as per the given question. Cumulative probability we already discussed, 75 as it is, 75 plus 15, 90, 90 plus 6, 96, 96 plus 4, 100% means 1.0. Okay, and now we have to random number intervals. We have to prepare the random number intervals. How to prepare this 75% means starting from 0 obviously to 75 minus 1, 74. Okay, now we get more detail and more fastly. Cumulative probability is 90, 90 minus 1, 89, and this 75 as it is, 75 to 89. Okay, this 96, 96 minus 1, 95, and this 90 as it is, 90 to 95. Now it is 100, 100 obviously 100 minus 1, 99 is the end of random number interval, and starting from the this 96, 96 to 99, that is 4 figures are here, 96, 97, 98, 99, 4 figures are there, and these 4 figures indicates the probability is 4% or 0.04. Now let us now simulate the rainfall for 10 days using a random number generation. For the first day, it is given that it had no rainfall on the next day. Now we have to prepare the nav table, that is actual simulation model we have to prepare, and this is the two tables are the our base of calculation or our reference of calculation. Now prepare the table number 3, that is actual simulation model, day 1 to day 10. We have to prepare day 1 to day 10. And random numbers, what is the random numbers? It is the numbers which comes in our mind. These random numbers are different for the different student, different for the different candidates, because of I thrown these dice, I get the 50 numbers, you throw the dice, you get maybe 10 number, 20 number, 2 number, 5 number, 96 number, 97 number, any numbers you get at the first time. I get the 50 numbers. Means random numbers are generated various, there is no any certain relation, means I generated random numbers, my generated random numbers, and you are correctly or matchingly. Okay, no, there is no any relation, and random numbers are always different. Okay, that's why these numbers are comes in my mind according I guess 0 to 99 range I decide, and any numbers which come in my mind are I written down here, and these 10 numbers are I written down. If you generate your random numbers, that may be a different, but the concept is same. And how to we simulate this model? Let's go ahead. Now my random number is 15, and I assume that the previous day is no rainfall, means I go for the table number 2, because of previous day is no rainfall. Okay, did not rain on the previous day, and my number is 15, and 15 numbers belongs to 0 to 74. That's why the event is no rain. Okay, therefore on the first day my random number generation 15, and it comes under the 0 to 75 range, and from table number 2 I pick up this event no rain. Okay, now day number 2, and day number 2 has the characteristic that previous day, means day number 1 has no rainfall, means obviously I refer the table number 2, and my random number is 24. Now 24 comes in range 0 to 74, and this range has the event no rain. Okay, therefore my second day is also no rain. Now third day, and third day I refer the table number 2 because my second day is a no rain, because my second day is no rain. That's why I refer the table number for third day. Now I generate the random number is 79, because this number comes in my mind 79, and that's why I written here, and according to this number I refer the table number 2, and in the table number 2 79 comes under the 75 to 89 range and has the 1 centimeter rainfall, and for this 1 centimeter rainfall I written down here, and now the condition for fourth day becomes changes, and I refer the table number 1. Why? Because of the previous day I had the rainfall, and table number 1 indicate that it is rained on the previous day, means third day I had the rain of 1 centimeter. That's why for my next random number generation I refer this table number 1. Now fourth day, which random number I generated? I generated 52 random number. Okay, and this 52 I go for the table number 1, and range of 52 is 50 to 74, means 1 centimeter rainfall. Again from table number 1 I had the 1 centimeter rainfall in fourth day. Now fifth day I refer obviously table number 1 because of my previous day was rained, and now I generate the 97 randomly. I generate 97 as a randomly. Now 97 comes under the which range from the table number 1? 97 comes under the 4 centimeter range, that is 95 to 97 range, and according to this table number 1 I get the 4 centimeter rainfall on the fifth day from table number 1. That's why I refer for the sixth day. I refer for the sixth day, that is table number 1, because of my previous day was rained, and I generate the random number is 00. Any numbers comes my mind I written here, and it was the 00, means now for the 00 table number 1 its interval is 0 to 49, and it has the no rain on this day. Okay, and according to this I written here no rain. Now for the next day, seventh day, I refer compulsory table number 2 because my previous day was no rain, and that's why I refer the table number 2, and I generate the random numbers 59. 59 comes under the 0 to 74, and that's event is no rain. And similarly remaining numbers are generated by me, and according to this past days data I choose table number 2, table number 1, table number 1, and now finally I get the total event of this 10 days. Okay, now finally I count how much days I do not have the rain. 1 2 3 4. Okay, from these 10 days 4 days are not rained. Now I comes to calculation, hence during the simulation period I did not rain 4 days out of 10. Okay, this answer of different student may be different, not necessary all students or all of you has the compulsory 4 days rain. Okay, how much and which type of random numbers you generated, and according to that your result comes. But how result comes, how we have to proceed for calculations, this says that the Monte Carlo simulation and this is important. How you generate the random number is not important. What is your procedure, how we solve the problem, it is the more important. In actual practice there are multiple numbers are generated, multiple number in thousands, in lakhs, multiple numbers are generated, and according to random numbers we comes to calculation, we comes to conclusion, and according to that we forecast the our weather of the city for the next 10 days. In actual practice we generate the 10 random numbers, not more than 10 numbers, okay, and final results are come here. Now we sum the total rainfall from the first day, that is 1 plus 1 2, 2 plus 4, 2 plus 4 6, 6 plus 1 7, okay, 7 plus 2 8 9, 9 plus 3 12 centimeter. That is the total rainfall during the period was 12 centimeter, okay. uh, Now final answer was obtained and our problem was completely solved, okay. It's sufficient to understand the simulation techniques problems. Any kinds of problems you ask to you, then just a major and important part was how to allocate the random number intervals to the particular event. We have to allocate the random number interval and according to their cumulative probability. Kinds of problems are different. Multiple problems can be solved according to these methods, but the probability is compulsory and event was compulsory, that is input data for our problem. If you have any queries regarding these two types of numericals, please ask in the comments. If you like this video, or if your concept regarding this Monte Carlo simulation numericals was cleared, then please give the likes. If you want the similar videos under the engineering management, then please subscribe this channel. Thank you.